morning, sunshines. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning. I got a story to tell y'all, right? It's just a little mini story. It's not a long, drawn out story, but. And then we'll talk about the title that I put up. And then, because I got to go and get permission to play a live, pieces of a live that I kind of want to critique a little bit, right? But dig this, right? Most of y'all know that I live pretty much in a development like this. See that? See? Nice. Okay? Predominantly, pretty much 80% white. Okay? So, I've been here for a long time. Pretty much a long time. But I still rep Chicago. Hands down. That's my native. That's where I'm from. However, when you make a move in your life for the bettering of your children, especially the one, that I had first, okay, Miss T, right? This isn't the first place that I had made a move. Indianapolis was my first turf. Then I started to get into buying homes from auction. So I took that after 2 years down there. I'm not going to put all the details out. So I purchased through the auction from what I was making to raise my daughter with significant other. Purchased a big house over in Peoria. But Peoria was a little too slow for me. Peoria, Illinois, right? However, because the significant other loved fishing out on the boat, it's quiet, things like that. I gave in on that part, right? Yeah, okay. But then after I noticed, like, okay, you're not fishing much more, and there's nothing really out here but Hardee's, and I ain't trying to, eat Hardee's every day or get into the establishment of owning a Hardee's business. I don't want to do that. That was the only thing. Hardee's and the goddamn ice cream parlor, right? I was like, oh hell no, I even grow tea up over here. So turns out that I won that battle, and that home went up for sale. So on my journey with Mr., we decided, let's touch down here. First he was like, let's do Canada. Bullshit. I still had my mom and my dad, and me being the, most responsible child of my parents, I had to stay rather close to them. So 2 hours was the max of my traveling time, no more than 3, to get to my dad and my mom whenever I needed to and when they needed me. Okay? So, long story short, we touched down here. Been here for quite some time. Best schools that I thought. I can leave the bikes and shit out. I put it through the test. Left my car doors open. Left shit in the car. You name it. Give me 1 second. Oh, shit. You name it. So all of those prerequisitions passed my test. Nobody was breaking in the car. Nobody was stealing the bikes. Nobody. I left my house doors open. Patio doors wide open through the night, sleeping and shit. I did. I took a risk on that shit. Like, okay, this is it. This is where I kind of want to be, right? So, coming from Peoria, oh shit, wait a minute. Coming from Peoria, There was another birth, Miss Ian. So now I'm traveling and doing things with two. Landed up here, comes another one. Mind y'all, I'm not that bitch that just laid on her back. I always been that bitch that was about business, and my first top priorities were my children. Okay? What today's date is, I don't even fucking know. I gotta do this shit. What today is? I'm behind on the date. When you don't go to work and you don't do nothing but just relax or whatever, I don't think about what the date and the time is. Today is December 4th. Shout out to my daughter T. Thank you, sweetheart. My daughter T had a birthday on the 1st. End up celebrating it over there in Seattle, Washington. So I ain't mad at her. So all I can do is cash out her some money so she can continue to enjoy her days over there. Praying for her on a safe return, which she should be back here sometime Wednesday morning. And that's the firstborn. Doing her thing, doing life, and raising her children with absolutely no problems at all. But that comes from, her mom. Raising her up right, doing the right things, and enjoying her life. Has she had some mishaps in her lifestyle? Of course. She was a teenager before. And all teenagers gonna have some troubling waters in their lifetime, right? Clean that shit up, and now my daughter is the head RPN nurse of the area that we live in. So she masters and have mastered what she needed to do according to the occupation that she chose to get into. She travels from all elementary schools. She designs all of the workforce, of the nurses coming up underneath her to, where they're going. They all answer to her, and she's doing well. Okay? That's the end of that story. So, the second child was following behind her. Unfortunately, and fortunately, right? Because God don't make no mistakes. She got blessed with a disabled son. Most of you guys know the disabled son, Keandre. That right there, for some apparent reason, stopped her occupation. You all know that reason. He needed to have 24-hour care. Now that he's gotten older, he is in school, but she was reluctant to do that because Keandre cannot speak, cannot talk. So he can't tell you if things happen to him. He can't tell you what his day was like. So that one there, she took time off, and waited for his growth to see if, okay, I want to put him in school around other kids. He still struggles with that. He has no idea what these people are talking about in these schools. Okay, that's just him, and this is on God time. But she took time off from her obtaining her occupation. She had no choice. But now she's back out there because she has 6 hours out of her day to go and make ends meet, survival tool, to take care of her children. And that's just part of life. It is what it is. And she's doing well. And not only that, she has parents that is behind her 100%. T has parents that are behind her 100%. Coda has parents that are behind her 100%. We work our ass off for these girls to do what they got to do in life. Now, we done unleashed them from the breast. They gone doing their thing. Coda Bear is doing her thing with the guidance of her mother. And the only way that I am able to provide that guidance along with the male, we had to have some type of education, some type of knowing about life out here. So I don't give a fuck what nobody says about papoose. Okay, now moving on with the story. Moving on with the story. So now that I have became accustomed to this type of lifestyle here, which is over 2 decades now, right? When I go else places, I usually get a little bit, discouraged, right? Because I forget sometimes to not expect the type of service, greetings or hospitality that that I became accustomed to receiving here. So Sunday, I'm traveling, right? Got invited out to a little surprise party and also a business meeting over at Celebrity Lounge. You're from Chicago, you probably know where that is. Head out on 83rd around there, around Jeffries. So I had to take care of that. Had me a Amarella sour, just one, Did some other little stops here and there and retreated home. But during one of my stops, right? During one of my stops, I had to use the restroom. Okay? We done passed all of the oases on the road where you don't have a problem, using the restroom. So I think we stopped on 79th, give or take. I think that's where it was. Somewhere around that area. It was a McDonald's. It looked rather like a very clean, big McDonald's, right? And I noticed the culture that is pretty much dominating the McDonald's. So the male gets out, goes in, like, now you go first, blah, blah, blah. I think that I was sitting and watching, could have been Rated R show, right? Could have been Rated R show. I think so. I was watching that for a little bit, and then he went into the McDonald's to go to the restroom. About 10 minutes or so. I noticed that he had went up to the counter first and then went to the restroom. I'm like, oh, okay. So I closed out my phone, went into the McDonald's, went to the desk the same way he did, right? Because I'm figuring, oh, you got to be buzzed in or something, right? I don't know. Now that I'm noticing the other type of black people that are coming in, oh, shit. You know what? I'm sitting over here, y'all, and I swear it's not even open yet. I'm sitting my butt here. I'm like, the damn bank ain't even open. Hold on, nope, I can't. Okay, well, I got to go on to work. Okay. It's not even open for another hour. I don't even know why I didn't think I could. Maybe I should go through. No, I don't want to put this through the ATM because I've seen some episodes about ATMs and shit getting stuck. They ain't got it. It wasn't in there. So I'll just take care of this after work, right? But, okay, so, yeah. I go and I ask the young lady after I notice the type of people that, is coming in now. But I'm not thinking it's going to be a problem. Okay, I got homeless people walking in there. You got, your thuggish, ruggish bone people walking up in there. Yeah, oh, okay, fine. So the lady, I'm not going to say the lady, the young lady, because she couldn't have been no more than about 20, 21, 22 up in that area, right? I figured. No, she wasn't no close to 30. She's up at the cash register with her bonnet bitch on. You heard? Okay, go ahead. With my bonnet on, honey. She got a bonnet on, not a goddamn hairnet. So I already knew I'm in motherfucking trouble. I'm in trouble right here. What do? Do I go continue on to, I'm going to be polite as hell because she got a bonnet on. And you got to be careful with them bitches wearing bonnets because they are ready to go. That is part of what we have adapted to making one of our cultures of being a bad bitch, a bad bitch. I'm ready to pull up. So I'm sitting here going, oh, shit. Soon as I seen the bonnet, y'all, I said, oh, and I got to use the restroom. I'm now caught in this dilemma, right? Because, okay, pal, just go in humbly, be courteous, show respect. So I approached her and I said, yes, how you doing? I'm good. Oh, I said, well, is it okay if I use the restroom? Can you buzz me in? Oh, we don't let people use the restroom. What? I said, oh. I said, but he just came in and I saw him come to the counter and I saw him use the restroom. So is there a problem with me using it? Or, I don't know who you talking about and we didn't buzz nobody in. You had to buy something. Y'all, okay, breathe, pal. Breathe. And I'm breathing because I'm not accustomed anymore to this black culture ass attitude that these people give in these businesses, okay? I'm not used to it no more. And I know, I'm like, this, people don't, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the way that I'm dressed. Maybe it's the way that I came off too courtesy. I don't know. Maybe I should have approached her knowing that she's got this bonnet on her head. Maybe I should have said, bitch, I gotta use the motherfucking bathroom. Open the door. Maybe I should have came off that way. Then she'd have recognized that, bitch, I'm from the hood too. Maybe she would have recognized that I'm from Chi-Town too. But see, that wasn't me. So I, okay. I said, well, that's fine, but I know I just saw what I saw. And yeah, but you got to buy something. I don't know who you're talking about. I said, well, hold on a second. So I proceeded to go back out to the building, retrieve my phone because my phone pretty much holds, the debit cards like everybody else do, right? I don't carry cash. So I come back in and I see this homeless lady sitting there and she's got a bunch of bags and this and this and that. Because of the person that I am, I asked her, are you hungry? Are you hungry? She goes, well, yes, ma'am. Well, I can eat something. I'm like, cool. Come on, go with me right quick because I have to order something just to use the restroom. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand their policies because of the neighborhood that I'm probably in. It's probably drug infested. It's probably a lot of robbing and mugging. It's probably where people are snatching people up and bringing them in the bathroom or stashing their drugs. I don't know. But what it did make me be more aware of and conscious of when I am traveling, that everywhere is not going to be like how I am accustomed living, because in these McDonald's up here, you ain't got to ask. They're always open. To the homeless, to the drug dealer, to the man that wants to rob you or whatever, they're open. You never got to be buzzed in no motherfucking way. Okay. So the lady, she proceeds to the desk up there with me, and I ask for the bonnet bitch to wait on me, not the manager. I need the bonnet bitch to come back. So I say, you said that I had to purchase something to use the restroom. Give this lady whatever she wants on me. For me to use the restroom, I'm going to show you how you can be kind to someone else because of how dirty you want to be to someone else. Now, maybe I should have not said that she was dirty. Maybe she just following company policy. So now I can imagine probably, who is running that franchise. Could be somebody black, which in fact it was. All the goddamn managers in there were black. Okay? So she proceeded to order, got her a Big Mac. I said, get anything you want. Get anything you want. Get you some shit that's going to last you for today. Go ahead, on me. Now, mind y'all, listen, she did get up to about 30 something. She got some Big Macs. She got the double cheeseburger. I don't eat McDonald's. I haven't eaten McDonald's in over probably 35, 40 fucking years. I don't like McDonald's. I'm a Burger King girl. Okay? Flame broiling. Put the fire to the meat. Kill all that shit that's on there. But that's here, near, or there. So, after I paid for her, the things that she ordered, now can you buzz the bathroom? Now she doesn't want to wait on me anymore. The thing of it is, I almost asked her if she was hungry. Let me buy you something for you to accommodate me to use the bathroom, that's all I wanted to do. Do I look like a person that is about to smuggle drugs or toot a line of cane off your sink or something like that? Apparently, I must have looked it like of such. I must have looked like such. I don't know. She wouldn't take no chance. I'll wait till you get back by the door. We can see you on the monitor and I'll buzz you. Fine. But proceeded, go in and use the bathroom, come right back out, and I go back up to the front of the cash register to say thank you. Thank you. You people will never fucking change. You'll never change. It will never fucking change. But out of all of that, stuff like that, it just stays on my mind a little bit. Till I'm ready to wash it away, because I'm like, I clearly, I can understand that. I truly can understand that. But if you are so afraid of what people may do in a restroom, why aren't you afraid of letting the same damn people come up in your McDonald's? Why aren't you buzzing people to come up in McDonald's to order the goddamn food to keep the franchise going, but you want to have people buzz in the goddamn bathroom? You guys make logical fucking sense to me, because I don't get it. What part are you afraid of? What's going on in the bathroom, or hundreds of people coming in and out this goddamn door to order goddamn food that is clearly can come straight up to this cash register and blow your fucking head off? You make it make sense to me. The world is fucked up. And I try to stay very, very seclusive from it, because I don't like the type of experiences that brings back the flashback of remembering how our culture has no goddamn development and growth. We don't have it. We will never get it. It's never going to happen. Now I'm a slave. You the master. You the master now. I got to wait to be buzzed in. Someone who has human natural waste that has to go because of your policies at McDonald's in Chicago. You the master. We don't treat each other equally. And I just told you that story just to give you guys just my idea of how I know that our people have no problem adopting what the slave master did back in the 1600s and the 1700s and the 1800s. We do it to our goddamn selves with no fucking problem at all. None. Because that's what we were taught, and that's what we learned. And we're passing it on, generation to generation. Now, I said that I was going to give me a minute because I need to text, because I listened to a little bit of the replay of Dubowski Guns live pertaining to that whole defense fund and the acquisitions about terrorists and shit like that, man. And a deep thought just set in, right? Not just the one that I put in my title, but R.kelly address should be flashing around the YouTube now, right? Which I'm going to start putting up. He's free. His restitution has been paid for. Me, myself, I didn't put much in or send much to him for the simple fact that I knew that they were going to take all of his money for restitution to victims. And I wasn't getting no money up in there to give them a goddamn dime. None. I realized the fact that you had a choice to help them out with it, however, but I also knew that there was some type of liability insurance or whatever that they was going to come through and dissolve it from that. I knew that. I knew that. So I knew to sit back and just wait. And just wait. That judge says that those women were going to get paid. And they weren't getting paid off of my dime. Now that that restitution has been settled in full, Mr. Kelly should not have anybody else that is alleged being victimized to come forth and take a dime from him. Now he can benefit from his true fans that cares for him while he maintains his sanity, and as his attorney continues her journey to appeal his case either for his freedom or retrial. But before I go, before I move too fast, I want to talk about a just in case on a retrial. And I have to direct this little energy that I have, just a little bit, to Kaleidoscope. I don't know how far ahead she may be thinking. Or others. I'm going to say others, right? Others too, right? I don't know how far ahead that she may be thinking of putting up A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all out in this damn universe, right? All these different ass people. I am calm down, sweetheart. I am. But you're not helping. You're not helping because his appeal can either go to one or the other way. A retrial or his freedom. And if he gets the opportunity to have a retrial, to clear his name for his freedom, I personally do not think that it is a good idea to keep posting up all of the people in the universe of whom you may think that have done some things to Mr. Kelly. My reason why is because during a retrial, all those people that you put up could absolutely come back and run the same bullshit with the prosecutors, conjuring up a story with the prosecutors to say that Mr. Kelly did do X, Y, and Z. Piss them off. And you're doing a darn good job at it because you keep putting all of those people up, telling things that you can only speculate on telling. Mr. Kelly got a problem with all hundreds and millions of people that came with a sword and a knife. That'll be his testimony. In my opinion, nobody else's. It's his testimony. You keep trying to solve this puzzle, you're going to hurt that man even more. You're going to hurt him even more. He did not take the stand during his first trial. Doing, not the first one, I'm not talking about 2008, doing this trial. Do you really want all of these people? Do you really want the prosecutor getting hold of all of these people, possibly offering them some type of immunity? Do you? Build them up a script to come on that stand to say X, Y, and Z against that man. Because if that's what you are doing, he'll lose again. He'll lose again. Period. He'll lose again. You have built an army of speculating on this man's life. If you did not see them on the stand previously, just a little while ago, before Judge Donnelly said 30 years, you have to learn to let some shit go. Gotta learn to let it go. Until Mr. Kelly, himself, is ready to tell you his story about whom he think is doing particular damage to him. Who has a damage control to him. And he ain't told that story yet. He ain't told that story. So I don't understand how, in God's name, that people feel as if you can sit out here and put together a whole dialogue of all of these people when you were not there to know exactly what went on in that man's life. Yeah, it may have been that darn whatever, Ruby Chris or this person, but you need to stay focused on the people that were already on the stand that said some things. Not invite any more anger out here to control the freaking narrative over that man's life. But do it. Go ahead and do it. Do what you do. You're solving a problem. It's for 5 years. You ain't seen nobody in the government, authority figure, go and pick up none of those people that you are putting up there. None of them. They ain't picked up. It don't take that long. You trying to point out the goddamn, what's her name? Haran Pay's sister. And this person and this person. Nah, you got to keep the narrative right where it's at. His freedom needs to stay on the narrative of the people that came on that stand and said X, Y, and Z about him. Keep proving those people. Ain't no need of digging back 5 damn generations. Are you digging generation and generations and 5 damn generations back to do what? Piss them off. Piss them off, Kaleidoscope. Because you want to keep sitting over there blaming these people. They did this and they did that and they did that. The people that did this and that did that, they already got hold to those people and brought them up there on that goddamn stand with one hell of a script and one hell of a goddamn immunity gift. Turn that shit around. Turn that around. So I'm going to have to say, what you doing is damage control. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And then another is because you're not thinking 10 miles down the road. You're not thinking that they wanted this man so bad that they pulled every rabbit out they had to do so. And you're helping them. Because the same way that they went and grabbed that darn Rashana or what, to come back out here, if you think for one reason that Ruby Chris is prepared to go do 30 years, you got to be out your damn mind. You got to be out your damn mind. But you're putting them out there. You're putting out this person. The government got plenty money. We paying for it. Remember? We paying for it. So every $2, $3 out your taxes add up enough goddamn money from the world to go and have some government to dig into the immunity pot to say, hey, Ruby, yeah, we got about 50,000 for you. He gonna choose 50,000 over R.Kelly. But you want to keep putting them out there, and you're going to piss them off. You're going to piss them off. I want to critique Dubowski's video about that defense fund. About the defense fund. There's some valid points in there. I do notice that, and it's irrelevant a little bit, right? Then again, it's not. Kaleidoscope, you've been patting that goddamn book 'em on the back for I don't know how long. But you ain't broke that down yet. I keep asking myself, well, I know your defense is it isn't relevant pertaining to that. And when you think about it, and as I go on to think about what, Dubowski and the other paperwork on how Mr. Kelly ended up with those additional 10 years on there, that is tied up in there. It's tied up in there, and you won't talk about it. You won't talk about it. Except for, there's credit when credit is due. Except for when you put your pictures up. And you do have that damn Doug Anton and the Bookham and all of them up on your kaleidoscope. And you do. You do. But you won't call out the shit on that. You know, if you've done your homework pertaining to the one video that Dubowski plays quite a bit, that Bookham's story was nothing but tongue-tied ass twisted shit to Greenberg. It's tongue-tied twisted ass shit. $300, $4,000. I asked myself why he was playing that. Why did those people reach out to the cousin and a Bookham? Why you mean? Because they started a PayPal. Why did they make themselves the number one source to receive money from the community, from the general public? I kept asking myself that shit. Why? To come out here to have all kind of different excuses about, well, somebody, she sent the money. She sent the money, and then I got involved, and then I sent this, and then she was going to do paperwork on the guy. Why didn't you let her do the paperwork? Triana, or whatever her name. Why didn't you let her do the paperwork on the guy? What did you stop that for? I asked that question, especially after several dialogues that you ran intentionally involving Don Russell. Now, I'm curious, and I'm going to ask Don Russell when he get out, what birthday card did he do to send to a stranger? How the fuck would he even know if it was her birthday or not? But he threw that out there, and I was like, this is some straight up bullshit. I'm going to ask the boss, can I play that live? Because I got some questions throughout that live. Ask questions with the cousin Levi. What makes you think that there was a goddamn terrorist of people? A terrorist of people down there saying free R.kelly. Why did you develop that fucked up analogy to tell your alleged cousin, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, that there were terrorists out there? Why did you throw that whole distraction out there so that you can have the captain of the ship bullshit about my cousin? Why? Now you reciprocate being a little bit bitter because people come back to contest this whole shit about being a cousin. The same way that people came back to contest in anger about developing a goddamn terrorist of people. Got hot in the kitchen. It got hot in the kitchen. Shit made no sense to me. It made absolutely no sense to me. It made no sense to me for Bookham, starting after the phases, y'all make it make sense to me, to know every single individual by name by action. He can tell you everything that everybody. How, Sway? When all of us allegedly was supposed to have came in this fight for Mr. Kelly, not knowing nobody. I mean, somebody might have brought their cousin or brought your sister to a rally or a walk or things like that, right? But this nigga knew everybody. He can call out the names. He can call out what the hell they were doing. He can call everything. He knew Sharon Wimbush was not Wimbush, but Bush, and knew that she was dead. All this shit. Attack on TBD for what? We're trying to understand it. Texas Black Diamond was just putting out the information. But when she went to investigate more about the defense fund, man, she got hit hard as hell. She got hit hard as hell. I mean, they were digging and digging and digging until they got to the level of exposure that they wanted to do that would put a damper on her dialogue. Make people second guess. That's the shit that was crazy. That's exactly, in my opinion, what they had done. You made people second guess who people were out here. So y'all did tear this shit down. Intentionally tore it down. Now let's talk about Papoose for a minute. Bringing out the walk for chaos, right? And I know some ain't gonna like the ending of this. And I always been, like I told y'all, I don't give a fuck. And I use the same analogy that these people use out here. What the fuck you gonna do to me? Nothing. So that means that I am free as a bird to say whatever the fuck I want to say, according to my thoughts and my opinions on the freedom of R. Kelly and this whole bullshit of a circle that said that they were out here to advocate for Mr. Kelly. Papoose said, let's do a walk for chaos. That was only the beginning. It was only the beginning. Now, if what I'm looking at now on these lives, bloggers or whatever the case may be, had joined in. Because see, the first time needed to be the right time for growth and development, for action to take place, to help Mr. Kelly. That's all we needed. That's all we needed was growth. Not only once did the Walk for Chaos came, it came twice. Then it came another third time for the protest and the rally. Then it came a fourth time. We had 4 times to give this shit a try to grow for R. Kelly. Now, taking out the elderly, taking out the sick that could not make it, and I'm going to keep saying it, had these people had the thought of representing and advocating for Mr. Kelly on one of those occasions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and people got put into certain positions because his fan group was spread it out nationwide. Everybody's got something to do in each state. All eyes would have been on Mr. Kelly fan base. No, couldn't do that. All you do is come. Growth is what he needed. Growth is what he needed. Voices is what he needed. Because you needed to pull the attention completely away from that goddamn Me Too people that was out there with growth. That was out there with the attention from video cameras, from news reporters. All we had to do was just match what the hell they was doing. You'd have got the same goddamn attention. You'd have got the attention of whatever and whomever they have chosen to be of a sequestered juror. But we could not do that because we accepted the division. We accepted to tell ourselves excuses about why we could not do there, minus the elderly and the ones that were ill. I don't even know if I should throw in there the people that were in a financial stumble in their lives. I don't know. So I'll just pause that right there because it is what it is. And I know everybody ain't got it like that. I get it. So now after the boots are on the ground and people out there walking their ass off, spending the money to survive, all this shit. Come back here on YouTube, it's a whole bunch of shit going on. These people are over here with this people, and this people over here with this people. This people wants to run the leadership on the channel for this. This person wants to tear down this. I'm like, what in the bejesus is this? What is this? You wasn't out there for Mr. Kelly. You all was just on these YouTube things because I wanted to be the voice. I'm going to break down the paperwork and I'm going to do that. What? Okay, do you? Now, I seen something the other night. I visit on Randa's. I visit on Sylvia's. I visit over there, had a little time, about 5 or 10 minutes of this show with Sylvia and Tasha K. I don't know a goddamn thing about Ernesto or none of that shit and could care goddamn less. I'm not that person to be sitting out here using any of my brain cells of most of these people that are going through some tragical event in their damn life and ends up in a courtroom, and I don't give a fuck. And I just never been the person that, okay, whatever, go journal, go journalize about it. Who gives? I'll click on TMZ half the time here and there. Okay, oh well, so I don't give a fuck. It's about a pick and choose, thing of what you want to get involved in. Sylvia got involved over there and wanted to have her dialogue. She says that it's for business. I did have a question for Sylvia. When did this turn around for it to be a business situation, right? And then I had to jog back my memory a while back, I don't know, 6-8 months or so after the dilemma with her and Bookham. She threw up her hands, said she was done anyway. Said she's done with this shit. I'm moving on. Somehow, you know what? Sylvia has that pass for that. Go move on. But, however, it's an entanglement to watch her now if Mr. Kelly goes through the process of what he's going through and to see Sylvia come back and jump back on this. It's almost like, don't touch it no more. Stay over there because the people is going to chew her butt out. Period. Now, I turned from that. I didn't give a shit about no goddamn Ernesto and whatever girl that come on Tasha K and was lying or this or that. That was not my circle. That's not my lane. I turned it off. I didn't want that shit in my damn head. I don't give a fuck about. I don't know no goddamn Ernesto. Gone. Vanished. Boof. Okay? So, then I went to, let me tell y'all, a couple of months ago, you also sat around to hear Sylvia's situation, Randa's situation, Bookham's situation, and a few others, right? About how they were connected. Then we went through how they separated. All this, they were pulling the paperwork on this person, and they were doing this and they were doing that, right? Now, Sylvia and them told all that shit out on the lives. Everybody got a chance now to pick and choose who you wanted to follow. Most of the people went Sylvia way. Most of the people went Bookham way. People like me stay motherfucking neutral. I ain't no gang. I ain't no goddamn clique at all. I'm going to ride by myself, solo. Do what y'all do. It is what it is, right? But I know that most of the time on the YouTube was spent trying to decipher Who was who between those two? Who team y'all on? What the fuck y'all doing? I ain't giving a fuck. My mind stayed focused on free R.kelly. Because I know that they ain't finna do it. So what the hell am I focusing on they shit for? About pulling paperwork and do that and do that, sending it there. But then they started telling on each other, right? Like I said, I'm going to say something and I don't give a fuck. Because you ain't going to do shit to me either. We using that same analogy. It seems to be a blueprint out here that we know ain't nobody finna do shit to nobody. So you might well say what the fuck you got to say. So then I went off and I'm like, oh, spitting fires in this shit now, right? Oh, Mr. Randa, let me go spit fire. The spitting fire was over there on Dennis Byron show or whatever. He talking his shit. Mind you, that he done spent some time with Sylvia, with Hollywood Next, and this person, right? All out at the goddamn protest at the courthouses and shit, right? So some shit fell apart with them. So now you got Dennis Byron telling some shit of what he know about what Sylvia done said and did, and he done said and did. Like, this shit is, who gives a fuck? Okay, y'all in the altercation, get the fuck on with it. Go on behind the fucking scenes and argue and beef y'all shit out. Who gives a fuck? It's free R.kelly. That's where we were. And that's where it needs to get back to. Make them irrelevant ass motherfuckers irrelevant. We hear you. We laughing. We consuming it. Digesting it is the problem. Digesting it. It's when you digest it. Because most of the people out here don't like to have an unexpected motherfucking shit time on a toilet. And that's pretty much what you do with that shit, is just go shit it out. Go shit that shit out. Shit ain't shit. Get the fuck on out here. I'm out here about y'all goddamn dilemmas. Free R.kelly. That's what we doing. Now, as I listen to Spitting Fire, and mind you, I listen to Spitting Fire's story, right? And now, hey, it is what it is, but Spitting Fire only had the same motherfucking analogy of what all the other people were doing. All you did was really confessed some entanglement shit. All you did was brought forth some shit that you been knowing, just like the rest of these people, to the forefront to make people decide. Or, I'm not going to say make. That's the wrong word. Put people in a compromising position on whom they need to choose who their blogger is going to be. It's fucked up. If you knew all of this shit, I have to ask the question, and I know people say, oh, well, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. One of the world's most famous goddamn excuse to be involved, right? You're involved. I know some shit, right? But I'm only going to wait till my shit hit the fan, then I'm going to talk about their shit. The fuck out of here. That's the most funny shit I have ever seen on this goddamn YouTube streets. I'm just keeping the shit real. That's all I heard was, well, I knew that you put that out, and I knew you was over there with that, but at the same time, I'm like, but you were too. You sat through it. Exposing it doesn't make a person the better person. In my opinion, respectful and humbly, it makes you just as worse as what you're claiming how bad they were. You sat with it. You dealt with that shit. You dealt with that shit. Now, most people say that they go through it, they deal with it. Oh, I give the benefit of the doubt. You know, 1 minute, oh, I give them a chance. I thought they were good people. I didn't know that there was going on. All at the same time, you got the other people on the other side trying to free R.kelly. While the 80% of the people out here did nothing but kept up a bunch of goddamn bullshit and couldn't wait for the moment that when your shit hit the fan, and I'm talking about your in a generalized way, fashion, or form. Reverse it up, whichever way y'all want to put it. Form, fashion, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's only when a particular person is in this hot seat. It's when they want to now to choose to say, oh, I didn't know. And she did that. And we was over here. And da-da-da-da-da. And you know, realize throughout all of y'all conjuring up whatever shit y'all been doing, these stories about each other. She did this. He did that. She said that. We were over there. If only I knew. All this shit, right? Not once do I hear y'all screaming, free R. Kelly. Can't understand that shit. So I'm going to have to take it as, okay, y'all got y'all ass in some personal, hot, flaming ass Cheeto shit. Keep y'all personal ass shit to y'allself. Because there is people that is literally on free R. Kelly. Crazy as hell. See, I can say what I want to say. And how I want to say it. I ain't no group and no goddamn clique. I didn't come out. You ain't gonna hear no damn stories on no pap with none of their asses on no he said, she said, they said, we said, and I knew. And I thought because they was, might have been some good people, you ain't hearing that shit. Because I came out here to help, to be engaged, to advocate for R. Kelly. That's what I did. That's what I stayed focused on. Now, here's the time where y'all can lay y'all personal ass bullshit to the side. I mean, unless y'all want to come on and keep making me motherfucking laugh about it. Excuse my French today. Because I be laughing my ass off on every individual that has this whole personal personas of bullshit going on. The shit is funny as fuck. Grown ass people. Funny as fuck, man. And I be getting my sister say, pap, shit. They want to do clown shit? Let's do clown shit. But I can tell you for a fact, I'm totally focused. I can tell you for a fact, I'm waiting on his damn freedom. That's it. Free R. Kelly. But had you people, instead of developing all this time in the world, send y'all ass behind the scenes, digging, researching up other people's personal shit, you had time to get your boots on and tie them bitches tight and come hit that motherfucking curb, that concrete. You had all the time in the world. Had you spent more time in that, his shit, Mr. Kelly shit, would have grown to the fucking max of what people can do as far as advocating. But apparently, y'all shit has outgrown the support system for Mr. Kelly. You can't make this shit up. Everybody want to sit around and think that, this boy, like he said, Bookham, he done said it himself. He done told half truth, but he done told a bunch of bullshit. Period. You moved that goddamn Don Russell in this fucking case of a bunch of bullshit. And it's funny to me because as much as magical fucking shit you did on that man, when none of that shit that you coughed up out your damn mouth was in none of that paper for those federal prosecutors to prosecute him. It wasn't. Just that one little minor hiccup that he had. Interstate commerce. Interstate commerce. That whole shit about him getting locked up should have not even been heartfelt from you, Booker. That shit should have been coming from the goddamn savage person. He was on the phone with the savage person. The people that he made the phone call to or whatever about the gun threat or bomb threat, whichever one it was, at that goddamn house where they was filming at, those were the people that needed to have a voice if they wanted him that convicted that goddamn bad. That man ain't did shit to you. And then in the video that Dubosky has, once I reach out to him, I gotta remix that shit, or he could remix that shit. I don't give a fuck. You explain to these people, what the fuck did you say in there? You said that Don Russell sent this girl, whatever, a birthday card or some shit. and all the cards out. And you said, well, send it back to the address. Well, what exactly address was that? Did you make up an address to say that that was Don? Because that's when you kind of was merging him in that shit. And why haven't this Trina, or whatever her name is, come forward? Why haven't she come forward to, why did you stop her? Huh? Why did you stop her? Or whoever it was that was supposed to press some charges and shit like that. Why didn't they charge Don Russell for scamming or doing all of this shit to the people? I was just scratching my head on that shit. But there's something else in the video, because it was so much that Dubosky had them played, and I was up here, cooking up my lunch, and I usually kind of write stuff down, but I didn't write that. But I'm gonna go back and listen to this shit. I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna reach out to him, and I hope he say okay. I don't need no goddamn strikes and shit. I want a dub on that. I want a dub on that, Dubosky. I want a dub on that. I do, because that's some fucking bullshit. And the only people that needed to be contacted was you and Cousin. You and Cousin about some goddamn defense fund. That's the craziest shit right there. You two went to take over on this shit. Then you got the Cousin in the video talking about how he went to take a break from it. He went out the States. Man, free R.kelly. Free R.kelly. ASAP. He need to be free from the goddamn bullying and speculations of these goddamn people. He really do. He really do. That's crazy as hell. All this shit. You book 'em made up goddamn 90% of that goddamn fucking story over there. And I find it funny how everybody else is a particular type of person, a character in this eventful goddamn a shit show, but you won't kaleidoscope. You won't touch that. And you like to use the excuse about, it ain't about him. It ain't about him. Well, if you ain't making it about him, he sure gonna slip through the loop. He sure gonna slip right through. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. You gonna sit here and not, I can't understand how somebody who ain't been around R.kelly in umpteen years. Oh, I remember what Dubosky played. I think I remember it. I might be off a little bit, but I'm gonna touch on it so that I can remember it. And it was about the fact of that Don Russell did not know in R.kelly, when I'm sitting up there reading a paperwork that Dubosky put up where Don Russell had was on his way, well on his way, establishing some type of business plan or listening to a proposition from Don Russell. What? Put it back up when Dubosky hear my live. Put it back up. Because obviously, a lot of people did not see that shit. And I'm not out here on a defense for Don Russell. I'm out here for the what's right and what was wrong placed on him, just like Mr. Kelly. Same goddamn shit. Same shit. Now we out here with Bookham and listening to, mind you, because listening to the shit about going back and forth to court with their fight. There would have never been a situation. The situation should not have occurred. Bookham, had you and the Cousin not set up here and run this whole goddamn role play, scripted fucking shit out about it being some goddamn terrorists down there when there wasn't. It was not. It wasn't. Me and Dubosky, we goddamn it lip locked for a minute. Got me heated than a motherfucker. I'm a female. That's a whole damn man. I showed up because I had to show him that I'm not here because of our heated motherfucking mouth, because I can get heated as well. I can get heated as well. West Side done it the best. And I came and walked right on behind him. Let's go. Let's get it. We down here to free R.kelly. Ain't nobody think about you trying to lip box and get heated with me. I ain't starting that shit. Let's go. But then you come back out here and now it's a whole goddamn terrorist. Terrorist. And I hate to say it though, cousin Levi. I hate to tell you that. Had it been, and as much as I do not like to get involved in this shit, I'd have got them same group of goddamn women together to come and testify against your shit. Because it wasn't. What you were doing, if you're going to call one man a terroristic down there supporting Mr. Kelly, then that means that you were going to be calling us all. And I'd have got every last damn one of us women dressed in black with our right hand up coming through that courtroom on your ass. You's a damn lie. Because this ain't what we were doing. And we're not going to stand to allow for you to put this on here. We came in with our right hand up, just like Tupac Shakur mama. Oh, we came. Had it been. But you won't show your face because you're scared somebody is after you. You're scared of this. You're scared of that. You don't want no involvement. I'm going to take my stuff over there to the WAC 100 where he's totally fucking involved in all the fucking gangsters analogy world out here. You're going to take it over there. Oh, great person to support R.kelly. I might have looked at you a little bit different had you went over there and tried to get Farrakhan to come out. You went to go get a WAC motherfucking 100. Somebody who is on they fucking live talking about how they finna to make oodles and doodles of fucking money off of Mr. Kelly's music. You chose him. I don't know if you caught that live or not, but that's what he said. That boy in the background said, yeah, boy. Your pick of the apples off the tree were the bitter ones that nobody should be fucking eating. And that's just me. That's just my knowledge, y'all. I'm going to go get WAC 100. I'm going to go over here and get Storm Monroe when Storm Monroe already put his resume out. You don't fuck with R.kelly. He already done stated the way he felt about R.kelly. But shout out to R.kelly as well, because he said to get his story out and for people to say things, he don't mind fucking with the roaches. Got him to do it. So R.kelly does win in that shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. Talk about me. He said it. I don't know if it's in the I Admit song or whatever. Talk about me. I don't give a fuck. Some gonna love me, some gonna hate me. But if I have the opportunity to use a dum-dum, then goddamn it, I will. And he did that shit. He did that shit. His intuitions is not as off as a female intuition is to know when there's some bullshit in the game. So you know what? I know he don't like me, but I don't give a fuck if I can use this voice through his goddamn mechanism of a machine over there. And what fuck I'm gonna do? Shout out to you, R.kelly. Smart motherfucking move. Now he done fell back. He done said what he had to say. But for you to continue on over there trying to get some goddamn clicks and views and whatever about, yeah, Monroe did that, Storm Monroe did this, Storm Monroe ain't did shit. R.kelly did that shit. I'm gonna go. And I said what I said. Spin Fire story didn't make no damn sense because all she did was put out there some shit that she knew or some shit that it was okay with her about what was going on. So ain't no need of turning up the flame to flame no damn what is it? F4RD or whatever the fuck that shit. Ain't no sense doing that because you knew all the shit. You knew all the shit was going on. It was a lot. It was allowable then. Let that shit be allowable now. Ain't no need of 6 degrees of separation. Ain't no need for it. Ain't no need for it. Ain't no need. It really wasn't no need or whatever. In my truth, in my opinion, or how I feel, well, no reason for Sylvia and Booker to split up. They'll stay together. Everybody knew. Everybody found out what they did. It wasn't no. And when they dropped that shit about looking up Don Russell's shit and putting that damn paperwork out, you know, it already did the damage. Damaged people should just stay the fuck together. There's no way that you could clean up some shit. They just stay the fucking together. Because being 6 degrees in separation doesn't make you a much more cleaner person from the shit that they already done constructed and construed and distributed. Doesn't make it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Man, free R.kelly. Period. In the moment that he is, and Jennifer Bunjean finished doing her hard work for him and other men that are out here that were that is incarcerated, my apologies, of having any wrongful conviction pertaining to the misconstruction usage of the Constitution, her energy is based on the whole miscarriage of justice. Our energy of being caught up in the damn distractions is based on boo-file fucking lay out here. Personal ass shit to gain what? To gain what? Crazy as hell. But I'm the stupid one. I'm the dumb one. Pat. Yeah, in your goddamn dream. You're sitting out here listening to a whole goddamn year worth of a fucking Love Boat ass shit. That was not going to free R.kelly. Who gave a fuck? Who gave a fuck? Who wrote that motherfucking script? Who ran that shit for a fucking year? Who gives a fuck? You ain't got no commentary. You ain't got no commentary. None of us motherfucking commentaries right now is freeing R.kelly. Not all this boufale ass shit. I really wish, to be honest, none of y'all would separate. Stay close together. I need y'all to pack back in like the motherfucking biscuits in the can. Pack y'all ass right back up in that shit. Period. Period. All these damn excuses about this or that, when y'all whole solely intentions of being assertive was to Mr. Kelly. And I have to put it out there, stand on the fact that the people that came and put their boots on the ground for that man, sweat, finances, time, energy. It should have been the fighting together that there was no damn terrorists out there for him. To me, that those was the main two fucking narratives that should have been steady rolling out here. Somebody, anybody, everybody. Now is the perfect time, since Mr. Kelly's situations to these alleged victims have been rectified and the restitution is done. It's over with. He can use your help. Get his address. Hit him on his commissary. Don't let no middleman distract you, because now he's going to sit for a while. This ain't no motherfucking in and out situation. He had too many allegations placed upon him. That takes time to fight. Takes time to fight. And it's usually one at a time. She's already done brought the focus on one, possibly two. No, it ain't even possibly. Two. I guess she gonna do two at a time. Because she hitting Tasha K in that BOP over there. Department of Justice. That's your focus. She also has Drunken Larry lingering in her back pocket on paperwork. Oh, she coming. She initiated it in the paperwork. And it ain't going nowhere because she's aware of her statute of limitations, which is her fucking timeline to do so. Attorneys have these timelines because in the midst of the middle of one case, she's dealing with another one. She's going to be dealing with another one. So she knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. R.kelly is not her only case. So that should tell you right there that this is no in and out. She has to dot her I's and cross her T's. And what she may be winning in another case, a separate case. See, that helps her bring along with her to win in further cases. It's just a pattern. It's just a pattern of how they win. We have to allow her to work and win. That's what she's doing. Her goddamn statistics is proving it. Pull it up. Pull up all of the men that has been, what's the word, y'all? Vindicated. And she's standing right there beside them. And some of them have done 10, 15, 20 years or so to where they have been given life sentence. So it takes time. The goal now is to keep supporting R.kelly so that his energy level can stay where it is. His happiness can stay where it is. Because as long as he's dealing with happiness, he'll keep away all of the illnesses that can take him out. Because age plays a big part of life. But happiness can beat it. He can beat it. Bill Cosby did it. He went through some illnesses, and his age played a part of his life, getting older, trying to understand what's going on or what has happened. But if you people would get involved now, go get his commissary information, 25, 50, whatever you can afford. Let him know that his supporters are here for him. He doesn't have anything else at this time standing in his way. We can grow that up for him. He won't have no worries of anything that he wants to purchase and then sell it shit. And that's what they do in fucking jail. It is what the fuck it is. It is what the fuck it is. While all these people sit out here now and sit in the hot seat and got a story about what they done did and who done did it and how they done did it and who was in. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's on y'all. It's y'all goddamn dilemmas. Had you got up off your asses and help grow the fight for R.kelly. Them boots on the ground, you probably wouldn't have been stuck in the dilemmas that you got yourselves into. Period. Period. Let me reach out to Bosky and see if I can critique. Because I already know I'm going to have some bullshit in the game and be laughing at some shit any damn way. Because some of it I found funny as fuck. You know, with Bookham on there. Talking, trying to get himself out of it. But Texas Black Diamond was breaking all that goddamn defense shit fund down. Nope. Because a man had spoken and had all of these wonderful, magnificent, magician, Disney-ass fucking stories that he was able to put together. Everybody want to follow up behind him. Everybody believe what the fuck he said. When, in fact, if you go back and listen to Dubosky Live, the last two with these videos, with audios, with this defense fund and shit, you literally hear the BS ringing in your ears. Now, as Bookham is telling the things, right? Put a 1 in the chat, copying Dubosky right now, because the shit is fun to do. If Bookham has showed any of you any proof to what the fuck he was saying in those lives, put a 2 in the chat if he didn't. And I'll wait before I exit left out this bitch. Free R.kelly. Ain't prove shit to none of y'all. There's my 2. Put my 2 in the chat for me, Mars. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All he did was just talk that shit. He didn't walk it like he talked it. He just talked that shit. I ain't seen shit. He brought you nothing. Nothing. Wasn't no terrorists down there. Wasn't. And I would have put together the coldest fucking band of women out here dressed in black, cousin, coming up in that courtroom to testify against you. I would have. But since you didn't take it there and you went running and hiding in the bushes, where you and Bookham come out here with all this goddamn buffalo fighting, and 1 minute is, ain't that right, bro? My bro was on the phone when I was talking to the girl. I put him on hold. He was like, man, I'm about to deal with this shit. That's the part right there out of Dubosky's video. I'm dealing with this shit, and I'm dealing with this shit. And then months later, he ain't the motherfucking cuz. Man, it's fuck you, Levi. It's fuck this, it's fuck that. Who y'all playing with, man? Who y'all playing with? So we already know Bookham ain't coming to court, cousin, to testify with you on your behalf. We already got it substantiated on fucking audio. I'm gonna go get it from Dubosky. With him saying, you ain't the cousin, you ain't shit, fuck you mean, all that shit. All that shit got to do is be played in the court. That's it. So we know he ain't coming on your behalf. And it's funny because now it's either you, cousin, are alone pulling your bullshit behind the string, or if Bookham is alone pulling his shit behind the damn string or a screen. The world of blackness. 6 degrees in separation. Man, y'all hit that like button, right? Y'all hit that like button. Fuck what they talking about. Hit the goddamn like button. Give a fuck. But, man, the spider web, the spider web has broken loose. You people are a trip. Trip and a half. Let's get back on Free R.kelly. Let's get back on keeping R.kelly commissary as stable as we can, so that he can be as comfortable as he needs to be on by his choice. He has no more distractions of taking from him right now. There's no more distractions from him. That's gone. That's over with. Yeah. Maybe he can use half of it and send Bonjean a little bonus Christmas money for doing her work. Whatever he chooses to do. It's Christmas coming up. It is what it is. Let's get back on those 2 paperworks that was pushed out here. The 2 paperworks. Drunken Larry is in one. That attention was brought forth to the public by Jennifer Bonjean. Tasha K. The BOP. Department of Justice. That's it and that's all. And of course, the minimize, well, I ain't gonna say minimize, the entertaining fucking circus shit going on out here, because I bring some too, and it is what it is. Sometimes we gotta relax on some shit. It's one more thing that I wanted to clear up that somebody said about Papoose. She came out here and she started this, and that. What I did, as I explained earlier, was listening to everybody's content. Come back on my show and I find some of the frivolous, laughable shit in their content, meaning that the shit, some things that they say in the content was some BS. So I nitpick it and I laugh at it. Never did I come out here to say, you a bitch, you ugly, you a motherfucker, you this. I ain't never done no shit like that. You know why? Because I believe in respect. I have integrity and loyalty to myself. What in the hell would I come out here to pick a goddamn stupid fight that was irrelevant in front of Mr. Kelly's freaking case going on? Why would I do that? So stop the lying for you to receive your fucking oodles and noodles, and you know who I'm talking to. Because that is not what my show was on. My show was not just about relationship night on the weekend. That was just something that we threw in there. I started out on my other page. I was putting up Lizette Martinez and all of the other people that was needed to be informed about. In case you motherfuckers don't know. In case you don't know. You call me dumb and stupid, then you explain to me how is it that I know this case from the front to the back. Some of it because of, age, memory loss. A lot of shit just don't stick. You got to go back to the paperwork to kind of remember hands-on of a lot of stuff that took place. Do I have every freaking attorney term of words in my mind to speak? The fuck I don't. I didn't go to fucking law school. Those words are not stuck in my head. What's in my head is my everyday freaking vocabulary that I use out here in the general fucking public. And it seems to be okay with the general public because they don't have no fucking problem with it and they understands me very well. I speak upon the people of what their language is. You can determine, you can come to the fact of knowing that how you should speak and when you should speak or what you should speak about. You can pick that up. So I don't give a fuck about how the fuck that they come off with all of this fucking intellectual ass shit. Then go speak that intellectual shit amongst the people that is intellectually a battle for you. That would make more sense to do. Not bring your intellectual fucking bullshit to a community where the majority of the community just speaks normal goddamn language of words. Nobody was in a battle. You motherfuckers battled with your goddamn selves. It makes you more illiterate to be in a community, trying to be overly intellected. The fuck on. The fuck out of here. A judge will probably, but could you repeat that? Well, what, can you explain that a little bit more so that the jury can understand it? Because there's a juror pool out here that does not have 22 motherfucking degrees. I'm about to go because now I'm getting pissed off just a little bit and it's woo-saw, mama, woo-saw. You motherfuckers is a trip and a half. Then I hear Spitfire, I don't want to deal with people like you, like these, and I get the fuck away from you. But it's hard to do, especially when you were like them. You sat there with them. You giggle, wiggle with them. It was okay then, but it ain't okay now. That shit don't make no sense to me. And it is what the fuck it is, because the analogy is pretty much the same. At mine is the same as theirs. Who the fuck gonna check me? Fuck is you gonna do to me? Nothing. See, in my head and in my lifetime, I have the right to say that I'm the coldest fucking bitch ever. But see, I have that right to do so, and I have that right to think so until otherwise. And there has not been a otherwise. I can tell you that. Because I walk the life of right. So I ain't worried about otherwise. I walk the life of right. I don't have to sit back to put myself, I don't need to fall into a group and agree all the time to what they're saying and what they're saying. I'm just going to substantiate my motherfucking words, my opinions, and then I'm gone. I don't give a fuck about what you say. But I ain't finna be up there with no, yes, sir, yeah, bro, hey, yep, you said it, hey, yep, I remember. Who finna do that shit? Who? Ain't got time for it. Because if I said it, I said it. I ain't got to come back and repeat shit about what you said, or he said, or they said, or them said. I ain't putting myself in that goddamn type of situation. I substantiate me. I'm not coming out here to look bad from sitting in the goddamn side of a chair with the other people that kept up the other shit. Who finna do that? Man, I exit left. I'm gonna be involved in this shit. Oh, you ain't finna have shit to say bad about Papoose. Oh, no. My resume clean out here in these streets. I came to do exactly what I knew that I was set out to do, that I chose to do. And I kept my mind and focus on the prize. And that was Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, not nobody else. Now, if this is what we doing, I'm with you on that. Let's go, rock and roll. Boot up, suit up. But all that other shit, ain't no peace and harmony over there. I don't do that shit. I'm going, where the peace and harmony at? Over here? Okay, I'm going over there. I'm going over there. I'm going over there. That's where I'm going. Now, I do have to go. Y'all have a good ass damn Monday. And again, flood this room with free R.kelly. Period. I'll contact Deboski in a little bit as soon as I get situated up in here and see if he'll give me the green light to critique and, have a little fun with that damn video. Even though it's not as important as what we should be doing. But at the same time, this is to all of those people, again, who went and failed they ass in the swamp. Because they cannot decipher and depict, one, who the fuck they leader should have been, and that was R.kelly. Period. Two, how you don't hear the fucking double standards and the buffale on freaking lies. Three, how you can't decipher and depict on why certain people pick to choose to have other people fucking arrested and also brought into the case. That's called a shield. Shield themselves by other people fucking lives. You chose other people to shield you. That's fucked up. Fucked up, man. Fucked up. Have a good day, y'all. Absolutely have a good day. Peace beyond 2 minutes after 9 o'clock. Now the scamming calls are coming. But Mr. Kelly is free. That stress, that financial stress from all of them alleged women has been rectified. Hook them up, y'all. I'm on my journey now to do so. I'm comfortable now doing so. Won't be much because I got to make a living and a killing over here. I still have growth to do it and a child to get through it with. But it's going to show something that from me coming out of love and being a supporter of R.kelly. And with that being said, I am out. Goodbye.